6 months later. If we believe Tom's version, does that automatically mean we don't expose him? That doesn't have to be the case. Oh, we sold the house. Oh, that's Tyler. I thought it was a new owner. What happened to your hair?
One last look, and I'm good to go.
Whether or not we expose Tom, it doesn't matter. That doesn't have much to do with us.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, me.
House is empty. I'm getting ready to head out, so last chance. Is there anything you want me to do while I'm in town?
Listen, Ty, you're dropping off the keys with Tina, right?
Yep, gonna leave them at her office on my way to the ferry.
Well, that's it then.
I'm the only one here.
How are you?
Good, actually. Really good. You?
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week, and after everything that happened, I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome.
Observatory? Like related to astronomy?
How's Juno?
Big and full of people, even without tourists. Michael's been writing up rules for the apartment. I need your support against his whole food policy.
Just refuse to sign anything until I get there, okay?
Okay, but you better hurry. If he gets his way, we'll only have one small shelf for junk food.
What? Heresy. I'm gonna need like twice that just for snack cakes after my surgery next month.
I know, right? This cannot stand.
Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Ah, yes. I saw your message right before derby practice, so I didn't have time to read it. But I did cackle at the headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
Anyways, I'm glad Tessa finally left his ass. Karma is a bitch.
Oh, that's good to hear. It sounds like we exposed him then. I'm kind of glad that wasn't a choice because this whole journey has been about living authentically and all that, right? So we couldn't not expose him.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
See you tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna take one last walk through the house and then head to the ferry.
Drive safe.
Pretty sure that's the only way possible in the old Alyson mobile.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you.
That hunk of junk? Oh, I mean, obviously I want to see the other ending too. I wonder how different it's gonna be. But, let's focus on this
the
now.
next goblin family bakes a lot of sand pies in this.
So in the end, it took us 6 months to really get ready to be able to leave and all.
Guess you guys moved on too.
I'm sorry, I never gave you bird feed. That's why they moved on. There was no food here. Oh!
Aw, dreamy sigh.
Picture of me and Michael. Oh, we went to JCE. The JCE 5th annual queer prom. This is that thing I was telling you about. See you there, D. I guess we're dating Michael now. Oh, the little plushies. Oh, wow. Gather your stuff and lock the house. We locked the barn. Man, it's a lot to deal with, and I think this choice that they made me do here, where, I mean, obviously there was no right and wrong because there's no way we can ever know the truth. This was probably the hardest choice I've had to face across all of the Life is Strange games and this game. I can't think of any other one that's made me think this hard. And they offered up a lot of no matter how logically you try to think about it, they offered up a lot of different points of contention. You know, like, oh, was Marianne really just mentally not there that night? Or did she love us? Did she abuse us? Was Tom right? Did she say, I'm gonna kill you? Or I'm not gonna hurt you? It's so many different points. There's no way you can find the truth. And that's what makes it so damn hard.
Everything okay, Ty?
Actually, yeah. Everything really is.
Oh my god, are you talking to me long distance? You can do that? Why were we even on the phone then?
I'm sorry we're leaving you alone out here.
No, if he was around, I think he'd be happy that you're moving on finally. It's not a sad thing.
Bye, Leo.
Oh, see, us exposing Tom gave Tessa the courage to leave him too. Because she knew all these years. That's why back at the cemetery, she was like, oh, getting involved with married men. That's what she meant. And Sam was more like a red herring. Even Alexander was a red herring. But Tom, man, Tom.
Yeah, time to move on.
Even the ice is melted. The ice is melting. It's time for us to... I'm trying to think of something clever to say here, but I can't. Something about the ice melting, meaning that your heart must also melt and the stuff at the bottom of the lake is rising to the surface. Yeah, but, you know, more eloquently. We can go in from here too. What about the bottom of the house? Why did we seal it back again?
Goblins out.
It took us 6 months, so I guess that buyer didn't work out. You know, I feel like we've sort of just always thought that, oh, okay, the Mad Hunter is probably our dad, right? But then, no, it wasn't. Who was the Mad Hunter in the end? Just people from her old life chasing her, in general.
It's too bad Tessa closed her cafe. That other place just doesn't quite hit the spot.
Oh wow, she really moved on too. But I hope that we're still keeping a relationship with her, although it's very hard for her because... yeah, now it's awkward.
I should have probably run these by his place. Or just drop them off at Bernie's.
Or Sam. I hope he can move on too.
I should grab the rest of my stuff before I head out. Huh. Well, at least she finally dumped his ass.
Dearest Tyler and Alyson, I am writing this letter from Juneau International Airport, where I will soon board a plane to Manila on a missionary assignment. I apologize for not coming in person to say goodbye, but I was called to make this decision alone and to carry it out on my own as well. I am sure you understand that sometimes we must follow without question the prompting of the spirit. I will not be coming back to Delos Crossing for some time. Before I go, there is still something I feel I must confess to you both. Perhaps because I never have found the strength to confront my husband, I have never been able to forgive Marianne for her betrayal. I truly did love you both, like my own children, and I always try to forgive your mother for her unapologetic lifestyle. But when I discovered that you were the fruit of her affair with my Thomas, I wanted her to suffer like I was suffering, and I brought down on your house the wrath I never dared allow to unfold in mine. I've been deeply ashamed all these years, and I'm surprised how much better I feel with it out in the open. The greatest thing about truth is the peace it brings to your life. I hope you can find it in your hearts to forgive me. You have taught me once again how love will bring you further in life, something that Marianne had been trying to show me all along. Take care of each other, always. In the steps, Tessa. Yeah, that's a really big theme here. The truth will set you free. obviously this game is about Tyler and Alyson, but all the side people, Eddie, Tessa, Sam, they weren't slacking on their stories either. No. Everybody had a lot going on.
Sucks to suck. Thomas Anthony Vecchi.
Veni Vedi Losty by Amy Chung. Thomas Vecchi loses mayoral election against current mayor Leslie Scow. She declared victory in her bid for re-election over controversial challenger Thomas Vecchi. 68% votes. Scow's triumph was the widest margin of victory in Delos Crossing history. Her rival, Vecchi, sparked much debate in the community over his gun control policies, but Scow's success has been mainly attributed to her willingness to reach across party lines. Many in the community say her re-election came as no surprise. Oh, did we not say it? It's not mentioning it here. According to sources close to the city council, Scow invited Vecchi to join her mayoral cabinet, but Vecchi refused. If he was smart, he would accept, but he's not smart, and he's spiteful. Vecchi declined to comment on the election results, except to say he plans on focusing on his family and other business pursuits. Some in the community were baffled by his comments, given the recent shuttering of Vecchi's business, the highly popular Tessa's Cafe, managed by his wife Tessa Vecchi. In a separate statement, Mrs. Vecchi announced she was ending her thriving business to focus on personal and spiritual matters. Well, with them being such big figures in Delos Crossing, the fact that they got a divorce, even if we never mentioned that, hey, Tom is our father, people talk. They've been married for years, decades, and they get a divorce? People talk. They might not have every detail specifically, but I bet they know the gist. What made you get a haircut, man? Nothing wrong with how you look now, but I liked your cool hair before. It was very stylish and Hollywood. What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, let's keep some photos. Oh, there's one of us recently. Tyler and Alyson on the docks or something at night. Tessa. Oh, Tessa, me, and Alyson. Pretty recently, too. And then with Michael in the middle here. Oh, hey, Eddie. Did we celebrate Tyler's birthday? With Eddie? That's good to see. It doesn't really depend on what I chose. In the end, we all make it through. Oh, the observatory. Yeah. Sam. Dear Alyson and Tyler, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to send this, so I hope it'll reach you. Heard from Laura that you finally sold the house. I'm guessing you'll both be on your way out soon. I'm staying in a little cabin on the Tanaki River that the owner's letting me stay in if I help fix his boat. It's been nice to start over, but my sponsor at AA says it's important I don't completely erase the past. Something about being a part of my history. You two have been an important part of everything, and so I hope you won't mind me writing this letter, even though words and me sometimes get twisted up. You both have your busy lives, but it'll be really great if we could meet sometimes. Step 9 of recovery is about making amends, so I hope that with everything that happened, you guys might let old Sam apologize for all the hurt I did. I could drive to Juneau, or you could even come visit Tanaki. Got a nice pullout, but you'll have to fight for the blanket. Haha, just kidding. There's 2. One of them's kinda smelly though. Haha, got you again. Please take care of yourselves. Sam. P.S. Got adopted by a stray mutt that hung around the docks. I named her Skipper. Oh, even Sam's healing. Everyone's letting go of the past. Not just averting your gaze away from the past, but actually confronting it head on and deciding that, hey, I am not gonna run away anymore. I am gonna deal with it properly.
Man, just seeing it empty is so weird. But at least it's the last time I'll ever have to.
What is this, a holographic card? It's so pixely. Oh, yeah! It's one of those shiny whatchamacallits. Cool. You don't want it? Take it. Chaddington. Michael, must be a relief to finally be done with that place. No doubt. If traffic's not too bad, I should be back at our place around 4 p.m. Haha, traffic in Delos. Only if the mailbox bandit escaped. Hey, I'm making that biscuit thing you like. Damn, on my way. I'll probably take out some fire hydrants and stop signs. Don't die, I'll keep it warm. See you in a few. It's not that we've been here forever. It's that we drove away from Juneau. To Delos Crossing, to pack up, and then we're going back. Oh, I wonder if we ever use this ladder to try to, like, climb up there. Kinda dangerous, but hey, it's possible. The mailbox bandit. Fuzzy Bandit puts mail at peril once again. Delos Crossing most wanted escapes. We haven't seen a single raccoon here. What gives? What the heck happened outside? Was the ground always like that? Huh. What about the bathroom? It's all clean. It's all clean. Are we gonna clear that out? Oh, what about the middle here? All the photos are gone. Oh.
Goodbye, room. Goodbye, room. Goodbye, man on the moon?
A modern-day poet.
For posterity.
I hope the buyer has kids. Maybe they'll appreciate all these drawings. Oh, the airplane is still there.
Certainly hope the new owners are Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It.
Because I didn't get to knock it off in my main playthrough. Got the paddles. We got everything. Wallpaper's fading. Two goblins. The speech bubble is on the wrong side. Well, I think that's pretty much it, right? I think so. Oh, we even had a little room here. For shoes, I guess? What about Eddie? We've seen a letter from Tessa. We've seen a letter from Sam. I feel like maybe we should see something from Eddie too. Or maybe we'll see him later.
Gonna miss this.
One more jog down memory lane, Mr. Ronan?
Hey, I'm having a private moment with me, myself, and I here.
Okay, carry on.
Can you see everything I'm doing? That has some freaky implications. Well... time heals, right? Time is a cruel mistress, but it also heals a lot of things. When we were running away from the past, it was almost like we let time stop. We didn't really move forward. But now that we're fully accepting what happened, we're allowing it to move forward again. What was going on here? Just a house breaking down? Yikes. Well, we got a pretty sweet 20k, or 200k. Oh, but wasn't there the issue about how if we use the money for therapy, Alyson's therapy, she wouldn't have enough for renting? Sounds like we found a solution somehow. Yeah. Oh, Juno University.
Huh. Well, at least she finally dumped his ass. Sucks to suck, Thomas Anthony Fecky.
What about this room? Nope, that's pretty much it. Time to go. Yes. And we're not coming back. Yeah.
Well, this is goodbye for real, I guess.
So the stuff about us seeing the Mad Hunter at the police station was kind of a... a random red herring.
Hey, Aaron. It's Tyler Ronan. I thought I'd catch you on your break between sessions, but I guess you're going long with another rebel with too many causes. I know I haven't reached out since I left Fireweight, but I just wanted to say, well, you were right about grief, about it going in circles. This morning, I was out on the porch staring at the fog, and my mother, she just tumbled right out of me. But it was okay. It actually felt good to remember. Anyway, give me a call back if you get a chance. I'll see you around. And thank you.
Wait. Before the credits, let's see if we can see the other ending. I think probably the checking the house part will be the same, but before that, is that any different? Tyler and Alyson. Alyson was grateful they completed Marianne's puzzle. Who forced the chest open? Come on, don't be like that. Alyson was influenced by Tom's testimony. Oh. Well, I'm finishing this on the first day the chapter is out, so this might change, but this one I found really hard. This choice was just, oh my god. Yeah, What happened to Eddie though? Like, oh my god. The twins trusted their bond and kept their voice. 1% let go. I guess that depends on overall if your twins have been bonding the whole time, because 99 and 1. That's not a... It's not a choice that we got to consciously make. It's a cumulative decision kind of choice. Eddie was relieved that Alyson accepted responsibility in the murder. Hey, I really would have liked to see something happen more with Eddie. Like, he got shafted even at the end there. What the heck? Oh, Sam lost his temper on Alyson. This didn't have to happen. Because I said, oh my god, Sam, stop living in the past. When I should have just said, I'm sorry. But are these opposites though? You're saying that if I listen to Sam's story, then he'll never get over the addiction? That's kind of messed up too. If that's the case, I'm glad we did it, because now we know that he's gotten better. Michael felt closer to Tyler. Come on, yeah, everyone goes for the gay kiss, of course. Of course. Okay, let's go back.
I'm going to kill you!
Realistically though, what's the chance that both Tyler and Alyson would remember the memory wrong? Cause up until now, we've had conflicting memories with Alyson versus Tyler, but the both of us remember it being like this versus Tom's version. That's 2 people against 1. So that could be a reasoning to think that, hey, maybe this is the actual correct one.
I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you!
No, don't do this. Mom, no. Alyson, this isn't... What?
Tom was lying. Marianne couldn't face being separated from her kids again. And the only way to make sure that never happened was for all of us to go together. I know it in my heart. I saved you. I saved us.
I know. You did the right thing. You want to go back inside?
Yeah.
Even as she's saying this and I'm listening, I feel pangs of doubt in my mind. We can't find out the truth. This is it.
Hey, peep what I just found downstairs. What do you think? Will it have aged well, or just gone bad?
Goblin cup.
Cheers, I guess.
I can't believe Tom thought we'd buy that story. And that I almost did.
Yeah, I still can't believe he and Marianne. What the hell did she see in him?
She was probably just really, really lonely after she lost Leo.
I could never get that lonely.
You've never been a single mother.
Listen, with everything that's been going on, it got me thinking about our voice. Like, that maybe we should stop using it.
What?
I just don't trust it, and I think we'll be better off without it. This morning, I kept getting these horrible visions of you and Marianne and Eddie.
Visions? Like our memories?
Yeah, but different. It was all my worst thoughts brought to life. You were in my bedroom saying I abandoned you. Eddie called me a snake.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you.
It's okay. I was the one who walked out. I can't let that happen again.
I don't think it will. Something's been pushing us to find answers. And now we have them. Maybe I'm wrong. And if it stays bad, we can stop. But I really want to keep what makes us, us.
This is a cumulative choice. It's not possible for me to get another one in this playthrough. I actually went back all the way to the beginning of the chapter to make all the bad choices. I'm guessing if you want to break the voice, you probably have to make bad choices from the very beginning. But at the very minimum, we should be getting a different epilogue here. Oh! Different person. She's moving back in. Oh no! I mean, symbolically, that's gotta be objectively a bad thing. This house represents not moving on, and we're coming back in here. And we're leaving Eddie behind too. There's no reason for us to do that.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, everything okay?
Oh, everything's fine. I just came back from shopping and thought I'd call.
Well, it's good to hear your voice. What's going on?
How's life in the big city?
Juno is cool.
Cool?
Okay, I'm a convert. Everyone at the JCE has been so welcoming, and I went to a march last week.
Look at you, Mr. Socialite.
Tyler's in Juno, but Alyson is the one here? Even though you were the one planning on going to Juno?
I could use a good kick in the pants. I've been trying to sit down and write a new story, but I keep putting it off.
A new story for the Book of Goblins?
Yeah, I guess a sort of sequel.
That's awesome. I'd love to find out what happens to those two.
Thanks. That's what I needed to hear.
No. We don't want to continue that. It's done.
Did you get my text about Tom losing the election?
Oh yeah. Can't say I'm surprised. Or sorry. Or anything. Fuck that guy.
Ooh, speaking of telling Tom to fuck off, Tessa left him.
Finally, God. I really hope she told him to stuff it.
In the name of the Father. Bye-bye.
Well, I'm glad to see that Tom loses the election in every timeline possible.
All right, time for me to get going.
Okay, but real quick, everything good with the house?
Yeah, I'm starting to make it mine. To tame it, if you will.
You think you made the right call staying?
Yeah, I think so. Even after everything. This feels like where I need to be right now.
Maybe that's a good thing to write about then.
You know what? That's not a bad idea, actually.
Okay, but you better give me credit if you do.
Will do. Love you.
Love you too, sis.
Oh, is it possible for us to read this positively? Because right off the bat, like I said, the symbolism makes me think, oh god, this is bad. But, can I be positive about this? Okay, sit down at your desk and write the final chapter. Let's avoid that. I fell asleep after 20 minutes of vacuuming. Is that supposed to be Yeti? And the other one, we have Alyson and Sam. Did Sam not leave? Oh. The bad choices I made to get here involved, like, not getting rid of Alyson's panic attack at the police station, not telling Eddie that I was the one who was holding the scissors, telling Michael as Tyler that me and Alyson are too different, and basically all the stuff that's intuitively not good. Yeah. But we'll have a look around.
Hey, Alyson. Guess you're not answering your landline either. Just wanted to check in and see if we're still out for dinner tomorrow. I'm making my special Eddie-licious fish tacos. Oh, sorry, gotta run. Mayor Scrow just walked in my office. Love you, little moose.
I'm not answering my landline either, so I've been ignoring Eddie's calls.
Hey, Princess. Well, I'm doing like you asked and calling ahead to let you know I'm on my way out to replace that door. So, that's up. See you soon.
Everyone's still around here. The only person who's made a change is Tessa. Sam's still here. I think this time I said I'm sorry to Sam, so maybe he didn't really get the kick in the butt he needed for that. I'm not really sure what determines it. Okay, that's my desk, right? No, that's something that we should leave in the past. Oh, I will be back in that room later. This is closed. Staying in Juneau, or staying in Delos Crossing, not getting a therapist, and even distancing yourself away from your friends and family too. Like Eddie. Oh, but we still celebrated Tyler's birthday. If this was gonna be the case, I feel like even staying with Eddie would have been a better choice. We'll go up. Did you always have this much stuff? Even back in Eddie's place, it's not like you had that much... You didn't have that much stuff. Not much to say. We're all by ourselves. It's kind of a storage room here. And the clothes Alyson is wearing? I don't get a good feeling about them. It reminds me of Marianne, actually, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing. She used to be a lot more hip and stuff before, right? Like somebody her age. But what she's wearing right now seems quite a bit different. Storage room. Oh, you know what? We didn't have a lot of stuff. We didn't have a lot of stuff with Eddie. But we originally had a lot of stuff in this house, right? So all we're doing is not moving it away. I really don't know how I feel about that.
Really love having to drive that 20 extra miles for groceries. But better that than the awkwardness of going to the Vecchi's.
Ah. Are they still in operation? Oh, but in the other one, the cafe closed down, not the actual store. Oh, I gotta find a new job. Staff accountant or accounting teacher at Gastineau High School. Is that what you really want to be, though? I felt like you had more in mind. I felt like you wanted to go into the big city and not be here.
I can't believe Antonio convinced Michael to adopt a cat. Or a fur tyrant, as he calls them.
Oh, in this one I rejected Michael, so probably this might have been Tyler, otherwise. Merry Christmas, loser! Meet our newest family member. We named her Alyson. Michael moved away. In my place, in Alyson's place. Tyler's probably rooming with Michael, or actually, Michael might be living with his boyfriend. Aww. It's almost like even the mailbox bandit is a metaphor. It not being caught is us letting our past get out of control too. And all these stickers that were here from 10 years ago.
Ugh. How is it that fixing the sink sounds more pleasant than writing right now?
Oh, Alyson. Oh, Alyson smokes, that's right. But she hasn't been able to quit. Smoking is expensive. Don't waste your money like that.
I guess that's as close as she'll ever get to divorcing him.
Oh, she didn't divorce him! I didn't realize. I thought the conversation was the same, but it only mentioned him losing the election. They didn't divorce. Dearest Tyler and Alyson, I am writing this letter from Juneau International Airport, where I will soon board a plane to Manila on a missionary assignment. Wait, actually, it seems like it's the same. No, it's the same letter. Oh, I guess she did leave, but she didn't, like, actually get a divorce with him? Basically, she ran away, just like what we did. Yeah, she just kinda left. Okay. Hey, Allie. Not a few times, but you weren't home. Took a look at the deck, and it won't need much work. Just a good scrub and oiling. I know you told me you wanted to take care of it. All the stuff you need should be in the barn. You know where to find me if you do want me to fix up anything for you. I'm still pretty good at fixing things. They only blow up some of the time. Haha, that was a joke. Except that one time. Sam. P.S. Say hello to your brother. P.S. again. I think I hit your mailbox with my truck. I'm an ass. Call me to fix that too. It's the whole thing about Sam not being able to move on again. Even after Marianne's death, now he's getting stuck on me because he feels like he's gotta take care of me, even though that's not really true anymore. I'm 20. I don't need you to, hang around me like that. It's really, really technically impressive that Alyson is fixing up the home like that. But not like this, you know? Not like this. At least we still got the same photos from the past 6 months. Oh! Yeah, in the other one, Alyson works at the observatory, but now she's limited to the choices of being an accounting teacher and whatnot. Oh. Yesterday, Michael. Sharing an article with a headline, "Study finds messiness and disorganization, signs of high intelligence." Alyson laughs. According to science, living in a 400 square feet apartment is no excuse for leaving a pile of fish heads on your counter for a week. Says a woman with 2 porches and a yard. Whatever, you're just jelly of my genius. Clean your room, unless you want to be roomies with the roaches. Screaming emoji. Actually, according to that article, these filthy things must be geniuses. Oh. Maybe he's not living with Tyler either. He's just out on his own. Oh, Okay. Delos Crossing Police Chief takes on Alaska Crime Commission. Actually, I can probably read this. The public safety crisis is no secret among the people of Alaska, especially those living in far and remote communities. Delos Crossing Police Chief Edward Brown has tasked himself with making a difference, and has been working for years with legislators to draw attention to what he views as the failures of the Alaskan law enforcement. Today, Brown visited the Criminal Justice Commission in Anchorage to present the case for new measures to fight this crisis, pointing the finger at overburdened state courts that fail to recognize tribal sovereignty. Brown proposed a shared supervision of publicly funded law enforcement in villages and Native communities. This agreement would follow the same model as the Alaska Tribal Health Compact, where Native organizations have jurisdiction over Native cases in partnership with the United States government. Under Brown's proposal, tribal courts and Native organizations would be authorized to handle some cases. This realignment of jurisdiction would benefit the state and federal governments. Brown said, by freeing space in the clogged state and federal criminal courts, as well as significantly reducing the Native incarcerated population and clearing criminal records. Brown believes this compact would enhance relations and allow impacted communities to better serve and help themselves. This is the first step of many more to come towards much-needed systemic changes, Brown said. We need each other to heal. Okay, Eddie dealing with the problems. Since this one seems to be the more pessimistic ending, I see why they're talking about it here. But throughout, we've heard stories about how, oh, the psychiatric patients are going to jail because there's no space in the psychiatric wards, or, oh, they have to hire a veteran with a criminal record.
Huh. Do I almost feel bad for Tom? Nope.
This one is the same. Tom loses. Yeah, so Tessa did not officially divorce him. Was it the same way in the other ending? Probably, I guess. It's the same thing here. Nice little touch here. We don't have to see his face. There's a lot more little carvings all over the place now. Because Alyson is good at that. But, focusing too much on it might not be a good thing. Oh, Alyson. She's living a much more plain life now, compared to what could have been.
I should get rid of this, but it just brings me way too much joy.
Again, the whole concept of not moving forward.
Not even the birds are coming back.
What does that say about you, Alyson, still being here? Could have gone a good bit of money for the therapy or the rent in Juneau, but no, you're still here. And now you gotta drive 20 miles for groceries. This water system. We gotta do everything ourselves. Is this really what you want to do?
I should probably seal this a little better. Or just embrace my future as a rat lady.
This is back to being a hobby, not a job. It's the same book that Sam had.
I could stare at this all day.
You should see the view I have.
Say hello to the neighbor across the alley for me.
Bert says hi back, and he hopes you're enjoying the weather.
Bert. New friend already? Oh, Tyler. I don't understand the basis for the epilogue changing though. So in the last chapter, I made some choices that drove the twins apart. But we still kept the voice. But I guess it wasn't as strong.
I wish you guys would have stuck around to keep me company.
And I guess the implication is that without Tyler prompting Alyson forward, it's really easy for her to fall back into what she knows best and just not move forward. Yeah, the endings seem to be modular. Like, depending on which choice we make, believe Tom or believe ourselves, and then up until that point, what was your bond with your twin like? And that's what determines the endings. And then there's also the part about whether you lose a voice or not.
I should try to fix this up before summer. It'd be nice to swim off it again.
Yeah, remember Tyler was like, yeah, let's get out of here, but that's not Alyson's reaction. Yeah, if I want to break the voice, I think I'll have to play from the very, very, very beginning, which is probably a tad too much. Look at her from the back. Reminds me of Marianne.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah. I was just...
Thinking about her? Yeah. You're allowed to feel sorry for her, you know?
Yeah. I know.
Oh, Alyson.
Hi, Leo. I guess it's just us now, huh?
Even she sounds like she doesn't want to be here. She's trying to be positive for herself, but oh... Alyson. I think it's probably time for us to write the last chapter. Will it be good? Will it be bad? Yeah, oh, the creepy little frog thing, right? More wood carvings. I mean, having that eye above the bed. Secret keeper. Just between us. More keeping secrets. The grave risen. Yeah, the past coming back to haunt you. Even all these movie titles. Somehow, I'm not getting the impression you're very happy from your drawings, Alyson. Look at this one. 2 kids separated. So even though we didn't lose our voice, this is still considered a separation. You sleep on your side of the bed. This is the only way you have found to fill the empty spaces, where waves of hunger roar. Some days are better than others. Some days, you do not feel like ripping your heart out of your chest to feed on it, just so you can pretend to feel something, other than this inexplicable... But it's 2:30 a.m., and the sound of the rain is drilling against the echo of... Tonight again, you do not know what to do with your hands, what to do with your lungs. This one is still a mystery to me. You look at the time and count back the hours to where you used to be, and then... you turn back the time on every clock. Forgive me. Sometimes I'm afraid will become another book collecting dust in the corner of a shelf I cannot reach. You are standing a little too close to the edge of a railroad. Here you are. Here you are. It's not that you want to jump. You're just thinking about it. Is she writing down her thoughts? Oh. Hold on. Poetry? Is that a picture of her performing poetry? I didn't even know Alyson wanted to be a writer. Like, the fact that she's wanting to write this book of goblins, that's not what she wants to do. Oh, is this her new part-time job? She's working at a coffee shop? No. I think if we want to get a reaction, we gotta walk out the room. Tyler? What about Michael? How do I get a reaction from you? It's just me and you and the birds now. The geese. Canada geese, probably. At least Eddie let me take this. But I kind of wonder what my relationship with Eddie is now, because it sounded like he wanted to invite us over for dinner, but we weren't picking up the phone. But he said dinner tomorrow. That sounds like we had an agreement beforehand. This is the tiara story. It's handwritten, right? But for some reason, it's written in center alignment. Justified in center alignment. This has nothing to do with you, Alyson. You don't need to obsessively read that. I'm just wondering if Michael's gonna text me back, or maybe this is it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, I'm sure we'll talk to him on the laptop anyway. Ah, here we go.
To work. Come on, Alyson.
You got this, sis.
Let's hope.
You wanna adopt a dog? Oh, the goblin's here. In Tyler's epilogue, the truck is facing away from the house because we're leaving. In this one, the truck is facing this way because we just came back from groceries. That in itself says a lot.
A friend? What is that? The princess frowned, for she realized that the two tiny thieves were as lonely as she was. A friend is someone you love and care for. Someone you would never hurt. Yeah, right.
She's locking herself in. Not letting anyone get close.
Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a solitary goblin in a big wooden house. That goblin had not always been so solitary. She had a twin, and when they were younger, they were inseparable. Together, they rescued princesses and outsmarted ice trolls, and even trapped a mad hunter. But as she grew older, the goblin sister decided that she'd had enough of adventures. So while her brother went out to explore the world, she stayed behind as guardian of the big wooden house. For it is not on all of us to adventure. Some must stay behind to tell the story and to hold shelter for those who may come back and those who never left.
Absolutely not, Alyson. Maybe that is the fate for some people, but definitely not you. Oh, I'm so depressed now. No. Yeah, I forced the chest open. I don't even remember doing that. Alyson felt like standing by the twins' memory was the right thing to do. The twins trusted their bond and kept their voice. So by now, more people let go of the voice, but still so few. And I can't even imagine how depressing that ending would be. Because at least in this one, we get to talk to Tyler while looking at the view and stuff. So I guess they might just take that part away. Eddie remained in the dark about Alyson's responsibility in the murder. Sam felt understood by Alyson. This one is a bit deceptive though, because I'm pretty sure confronting Sam should be the quote-unquote right option, but so few people did it. Michael was happy to be good friends with Tyler. Yeah. Well, I guess that's it for both epilogues. Oh, I kind of wish we didn't end off on this super depressing Alyson one here, but it's not my main one. It's not my real one, so yeah. This was really fun and interesting. It's pretty much exactly what I want in a DONTNOD game, and I feel like by the third episode here, because in the first episode I was a little bit apprehensive, especially with that ending, but the third episode here, well, I can see the opinions on this being split though, because I really like it, but I can see why people wouldn't. I feel like, especially for DONTNOD / Life is Strange style games, there's actually two things going on. What's happening externally? So that would be stuff like the plot and what the people are doing, what's actually happening in the real world. And internally, what's happening to the characters' mindsets? How are they changing mentally? Are they coping and dealing with whatever they're being dealt with? So my interpretation of these Life is Strange style DONTNOD games, and honestly, my favorite narrative-driven games in general too, is that they use the external to drive changes in the internal. And from that perspective, I really like this third episode, especially that one choice that I had so much trouble deliberating on. And I feel like it being an internal choice is exactly why I had so much trouble with it, because externally, you can usually weigh the pros and the cons, but internally, that's really just about you. And I really liked everything that led up to that choice, and the depiction of Tyler and Alyson dealing with their own issues and their grief, and there's so much going on internally. But externally, if you're here because you primarily want to find out, oh my god, what's this mystery? Who is a Mad Hunter? Why did they hunt Marianne? I feel like you probably would be disappointed on that front. Cause, for example, that confrontation with Tom, it was pretty caricature-y and super villainy, right? Because he was saying all these things that basically made you hate him, and I don't feel like there was much nuance in that part. I mean, the whole leading up to finding the Mad Hunter, I mean, they even had that one shot of the Mad Hunter in the police station, and that was really just Like, why was that even there? And it didn't bother me too much personally, but there were these little inconsistencies here and there. Stuff like, oh, how come Alyson in the end got enough money to go to therapy and Juno at the same time, even though earlier in the episode they were saying that she wouldn't be able to do that? Depending on how much weight you give to these elements in terms of your enjoyment of the story, I feel like will really affect how somebody enjoys Tell Me Why. For the most part, I was pretty happy about how the whole Marianne thing played out, so how we went from thinking she's a transphobic son killer to understanding what really went on with her. And even if she did try to kill her children, she wasn't in the right state of mind. Even if she actually said the words, "I'm gonna kill you," to Tyler, that's just not who she really was. The whole thing about the Mad Hunter was never a big focus for me personally, so whatever way that turned out didn't really matter too much to me. Actually, one of my biggest worries from the ending of episode 1 was that they would go full out supernatural with, hey, there's actually a Mad Hunter with a cloak and a creepy grin and him being a monster. If it really turned out that way, that would just be a distraction to all the internal things they want to depict, so I'm glad that didn't happen. There's little kinks here and there, like pacing feeling too fast or sudden or whatever, but overall, I think this was great. And if this was a DONTNOD experiment, I want to tell them that, yes, this was a success, please continue. I want to see more 3-episode stories that get released every week. Because God knows how long we all waited for Life is Strange 2 to finish. One more thing I liked that I kind of feel like it's not really my place to talk about, but I liked how this story had a trans main character, but the story didn't revolve around their transness. Especially given the beginning too, because you think that, oh, Marianne's killing her son because she can't handle it, or whatever. But yeah, I felt like this is a story of Alyson and Tyler Ronan, and Tyler just happens to be trans, which felt really natural. So when DONTNOD says that they've consulted the relevant people in making their story, including the Klingit people too, I believe them. I believe them. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really want to see more of these shorter projects from DONTNOD. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Well, this was Welonz with Tell Me Why, all 3 episodes. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing this, and I will see you all in another place, in another time. Bye!